Hey everyone, so today we're going to go over how you replace the front end of this to put on Euro headlights. I'll make some other videos about replacing bumpers and things like that, but right now we're just going to stick with Euro headlights. So I did manage to get them all off here, but I'm going to say that this is a parts car. So as a parts car, I'm not very concerned about scratching any of the pieces that I'm not going to use. If it were your car, what I would suggest doing is maybe putting down the towel for when you put the bumper on it. And again, I'm not a mechanic. Up until a month ago, I was just a banker. So what we have here is a 560 USA version. And we're going to go over how I got to this point where this is all ready to accept Euro headlights and either the original wipers, Euro wipers, or my personal favorite, which is a wiper delete, which cleans up the whole front end. So stay tuned. As I said, first time doing it, I'm sure my production quality is poor, but I got the use of a lift, and we're going to make it happen. These USA lights, the wipers, off of both sides and put the Euro wipers on. There are other ways to go about this. You can actually try doing it without removing the bumper, but I think that that's a lot of time spent, and there's a good chance that you can scratch all of this chrome when you're trying to get that piece out to try to get the headlights out. So we are actually going to take apart the entire thing. I'm sorry if it's going to be a little choppy. This is not my usual forte, so I will be starting and stopping as I go along. First thing that you're going to need to do is you're going to need to take off the temperature sensor, which is going to be located right here on your license plate, and it's usually held in by a small Phillips screw. So we're going to take that off, and then we're going to get started from there. Hello everyone. So I'm going to go through how we are going to take these USA lights with the wipers off of both sides and put the Euro wipers on. There are other ways to go about this. You can actually try doing it without removing the bumper, but I think that that's a lot of time spent, and there's a good chance that you can scratch all of this chrome when you're trying to get that piece out to try to get the headlights out. So we are actually going to take apart the entire thing. I'm sorry if it's going to be a little choppy. This is not my usual forte, so I will be starting and stopping as I go along. First thing that you're going to need to do is you're going to need to take off the temperature sensor, which is going to be located right here on your license plate, and it's usually held in by a small Phillips screw. So we're going to take that off, and then we're going to get started from there. Next, after we work on taking off the sensor, then we're going to move up here to the light. This just flips down, opens up, 8mm bolts in there. That will come off. After that comes off, we're going to pull out the washer. This I can tell a Gen 2 because the washer is built into the blade. It goes up here squirts. And then we go back and forth, and it'll come off. Next, we're going to move on. We're going to take this off to get this off. We're going to go right inside, right over here. There's a white screw like that. There should be two, one on the inside, one on the outside. And that's what you adjust so that you can keep this nice and tight against your headlight. Once that comes off, it's pretty simple. You're just going to pull forward and then pull out. There's these two tabs that hold it onto the headlight, and then this rod goes into the back of the headlight right there. next I have the good fortune of having a lift available. So what I'm going to do is I just lifted it off the ground, but you can still do it if you just put a jack and get underneath. But looking through the wheel well, you'll see two right there and there, 17 millimeter bolts. Those are for your bumper. And then also you have to look, and you're going to see that wire that goes up. That is for this bracket right here, or for this fog light, which is mounted by that bracket. So your choices are either take it off at the bracket there, those three at the bracket, and then feed it down from upstairs, or you can take off the bumper and then it'll flop down with this still attached. I choose to do it with this still attached, but I make sure that the bumper is right near the ground so I won't yank this cord. But you can do it either way, both ways work. Okay, now that you have those four out, now we've got to get to these two, which, so here's your grill, here's your chrome, and if you look right in there, there's one, and there's the one. I can get a light on it. Oh, maybe not. There, no. There's the other one. While I'm up top here, I am going to unplug the fog lights, which are right there, that bottom one that plugs into the light. I'm going to trace that wire. Sometimes you'll see, like over here, where somebody's already cut, that it's tied into the other wires. You want to make sure that the fog light on both sides are totally free. So here you can see I'm taking this off, I'm following the wire, and down in here, where my finger is, there is a little connector, which I will use my blade to cut. And then again, to get these out, I'm going to have to use a 13 millimeter just open wrench. So I think I just said 13 millimeter, I meant 17 millimeter. So there's two ways you can go about it. You can either get your wrench down in here and pry to get the bolt out, or you can go underneath, get your breaker bar or your ratchet in there, and then with the 17 millimeter head, you can get right on it and get it out that way. So once I take both of these out, then we're going to slide this whole thing forward. It just slides forward on the brackets. I do make sure that I have both of my connectors for my lights underneath the car so that they will not get yanked when the bumper comes down. So here is the bumper out. You can see the big USA bumper shocks along with the very large sticks that go into these holders, which this one is totally missing. And on the other side, there you go. You can see it on the other side. That square piece. That's what you would need to change if you were putting Euro bumpers on this. That is a talk for another day. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this 8 millimeter right here, this 8 millimeter right down in there, and then inside of here, after you pull off the side marker, you're going to see that there's an 8 millimeter right there. So I'm going to remove those from both sides. Once we disconnect both of those, then there is one 8 millimeter right here, and once we disconnect that, then the entire assembly will come down, and then all we need to do is go up to this side and look for the wires that it hooks up. They are usually done right into, if you can see it right there, right into the light, so they slide off of that, and then you can take them apart. Okay, so just to illustrate, you'll see that it is attached to the light, and just to give you some idea, if you look over here, you see down there with a 2-prong connector, it's that your fog light attachment, which is also part of the light. So what you're going to do is to get this off, you are going to have to, here's my light adjusted here. Again, guys, this is not my forte, I'm just going to pull out this way, and then it comes apart, and then you can pull those two apart. Okay, so now we've got the wiper out of the way, so you'll see that there's nothing else underneath. Notice position of this screw holder. Now you'll see that there's no other support underneath the light right here. So the problem being is when people just anchor them up top, just to these two 8mm right there and right there, then it tends to rip them out. And I've got many lights from cars that have been ripped out like that. And then it cracks the whole inside of it. Anyway, so I'm going to take those two out, and then I'm going to disconnect the plug, which it's a little bit harder to get to on a Euro, but on the USA one, it's just plugged right in here, right up top, and you can just pull on it and it'll come out. It's 4-prong plug. The European ones are 6-prong, and they're just a little more difficult to